tribe, and hello whoever is new to my channel. So as you can see, my setup is different because I'm back home spending Christmas with family. So I hope that you all had amazing Christmas time and you shared beautiful moments together. And I think today I would like to take a look at, I don't know the title for the video yet, but I would really like to take a look at how we're gonna be transitioning from 219 to 220, but it's more to do with your own self. So how you might have been in 219 and what kind of shift you should expect in 2020. So I would like to look at you as a person from two different angles. So an angle of 2019 and 220, okay? So I have brought back the intuitive deck, which I will be reading from as a main deck, and then we're going to be clarifying from the decks that I have here, okay? So guys, I would like you to choose actually from the shells. Let's bring those back. Sorry for the noise that my chair makes. That's for pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, okay? So I'm going to show it to you from a close-up. That's for number 1. That's for number 2. And that's for number 3. Take your pick, stop the video if you need some more time, and I'll catch you in timestamps. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 1, this shell over here, let's start with this. So, I'm gonna be using, I have pre-shuffled already this deck. I'm gonna be using the intuitive deck, if you skip the intro, and we're going to be clarifying things as we go with tarot decks, okay? So first off, I would like to tune into your 2019 energy and see what has happened. And then we're gonna shuffle again, and we'll be taking a look at how this may differ comparing to 2020, okay? Okay. Let's see what we have. Let me just adjust the camera a little bit for you. Alrighty. Bottom of the deck. Okay. Pile number 1. What I see happening for you when it comes to 2019, I do see that you had nice memories, okay? It's coming through here for me. Let me just maybe zoom in a little bit for you. All right. So, I do see really nice memories when it comes to household. So maybe some of you have changed the location where you live or moved in somewhere new. I also see that in 2019 you have realized probably how to take care of yourself more when it comes to your external image. So maybe you've changed something about yourself externally, okay? And then I do see you here, I would say in the second half in 2019, coming up with new ideas, thinking, contemplating, what is it that I want to do next? And you guys probably are really creative, pile number 1. You are someone who has so many ideas, but for you now, when transitioning to 2020, you need to understand how to decide finally for that one thing, for that goal, what it is that you want to do. Because I see like 5 different ideas that pop in your mind and you're like, I don't know what's that one. I haven't settled for this one idea. Something about you deciding, okay? And it seems like if you haven't done it just yet, it might transition for you guys, pile number 1, to the beginning of 220, where you will be embracing your inner child. And that's something that's very important. A lot of us forget about our inner child, and that's something that you have to bring back. Because I do see when it comes to 2020 here, you are, I don't know if you can see that, guys, in my intuitive deck. I always see this as a little, so that's the back, little body, and this is the head, right? And it reminds me of a little child, even unborn in some cases, okay? And this one, if you flip it, I do see the head here and little body and a part of a leg, okay? So we have, and in my, by the way, over here at the bottom of a deck, this card always talks about children for me. So children, childlike energy is coming through here quite a bit. And I would say embrace that when it comes to 2020. Now, whoever would like to have children, guys, I would say that expect that in 2020. But for some of you, you will say, you know what, maybe it's not the time yet, therefore you'll be putting boundary on it, saying that maybe I'm not ready yet, but the opportunity is there. So if you are someone who would like to have children, this is your indication saying that that's something that's going to be achievable for you in 2020. Now, when I look at all of these cards, I see that in 2020, the communication will be very important, and especially to those who are working in a field where you have to spread your word or speak your word or give information to people of some sort. Comparing to 2019, your 2020 will be a little bit calmer and a little bit more settled. I feel like you will take some time for yourself to tame your inner chaos, okay? And communication is going to be very strong, and communicate with different people in 2020, because you might come up with a lot of good ideas and ways how to go forward with your ideas, okay? Water is going to be very important, so you might want to spend more time near the water. That's something that I would encourage you to do. This card always tells me about someone having a connection with water. So maybe some of you are water signs, or you have strong water in your chart, or you are someone who is being drawn to being next to the water, nearby, okay? So that would be something. See how it sits where I said you have a lot of ideas in 2019? That sits right below the ideas card, right? So for me, this is saying those ideas, in order for you to understand which one it is that you want to proceed with, I would say calming your mind and maybe spending some time in the water or doing some kind of activity that is to do with water would be good for you. And I don't know why, I just heard skiing. So maybe for some of you, skiing would be something that would be good, or any kind of sports that is to do, or hobby that is to do with snow, okay? Because if temperatures go up, that's all water, so you are ice skating on water, skiing on water, really, isn't it? So for me, there's a lot of connection regarding that. I think in general, in 2020, you will be transitioning, you will be going more with the flow, guys. And I think there won't be as many battles as you had in 2019. This is telling me that it's gonna be like a smooth ride. You will be deciding what to do next, you'll be communicating with people, and you will be embracing your inner child. Okay, let me see what else here in 220. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, some of you will be... It's something about you taking care of your body in 2020. I do see someone who has decided to do some kind of activity. That's coming through quite a lot here. Something to do with physical activities here. But you'll be doing that because you will start caring of how your body looks. It's something about you wanting to look good in 2020, okay? Now, that was for exterior, right? As I talked in 2019, maybe you changed something, your hair, maybe the way you dress. But this is more to do with your own body in 2020, okay? Let me just put these. Yeah, so you won't care as much about your external image or something that you put on yourself as much, you will be going a little bit deeper, and you will be like, what can I put in myself food wise, right, in order to be healthier, to feel healthier? What can I do activity wise in order for me to maybe get in the shape that I want to get into? I do see a person who will be influential for you when it comes to those ideas and communication here. Okay, this is someone who also is trying to embrace their inner child, but this is someone appearance wise, someone who has a nose a little bit on the longer side. Okay, that is someone who has a connection with wings, so it can be that this person sees maybe has something when it comes to clothes, when it comes to tattoos, when it comes to accessories, or maybe they do see wings everywhere they go. This person has connection with wings somehow. Let's check. This is someone who is a mentor of some sorts, or you might be a mentor to them, okay? And whatever you'll be coming up with, that might take some time for you guys, but don't rush things. Yeah, mentor. So you'll be mentoring one another, or this person will mentor you, vice versa, okay? That is very interesting. I feel like this person will be the most important for you in 2020. I'm not saying there won't be any other people, don't get me wrong, but tarot is saying, intuitive deck, okay, saying this is the person you need to hear about now. And that's probably something that's on your mind, to do with ideas, to do with going forward. And this is probably someone who will somehow influence this journey for you. This is someone who sees a lot of synchronicities or signs on the way, and I think that you do as well. And maybe this person might clear some things up for you, but not in the way where they're gonna take your hand and they'll take you to the place you have to be. This is more so like little things, will start making sense for you. Okay, and this is not someone who will be very nice and too caring. I'm not saying that they won't be nice. This is someone who goes by tough love, so they will be teaching you through tough love. Okay, let's put these together and let's see what tarot has to say. And we're gonna do the same spread where we're looking at 2019 and 2020, and I'll be talking a little bit more about 2020 in your case. I feel like I want a steampunk deck for you guys. Let's see. So let's do 2019 first. Okay. You see what's happening? I talked about home environment in 2019, if you know tarot. This is talking about household, get-togethers, and all of those things. But how I see this card is someone setting up the place for themselves, okay? As if there is a tent over there, they're gonna build something. So in 2019, that was an important thing for you guys, household. Maybe you are still thinking how to change it, but that might transition for some of you in 2020. A plan of travel of some sorts, and there were some conflicts, right? Now, I feel like I need one more card in 2019. Let's see. Okay, maybe some of you didn't feel like you belong in one household, or there was one person who maybe wasn't the best for you there, or you didn't have as much money to set up the place the way you want it to be. A lot of household vibes in 2019. Let's see, 220. What do we have here? We have the Hangman. We have the Judgment. I told you wings, right? Okay. Then we've got the Fool reversed. And we've got the King of Pentacles. So you see what's happening here? As I said to you before, maybe before you didn't feel like you had enough when it comes to your finances, or being in a household that maybe you didn't feel like you are home. anywhere in 2019, okay? Look, what's happening in 2020, this is saying you need to, if you want to get to King of Pentacles, meaning having your together, right, when it comes to material and when it comes to your household, because now this guy has a really nice home. See how proud he is. So in order to get there, this is saying 2019, whatever happened in your household didn't work out the way you want it to be or didn't feel right, because there is a step that has to be taken, okay? And for me, this is a lot to do, 2020, a lot to do with realizations. Hey, okay, I know you don't like these this card, guys, as much, okay? On hold, oh my god, you know, it's all like stagnant. But no, in 2020, as I said before, you'll take it easy for yourself. You'll be like, I'm just gonna chill here, okay? He doesn't look uncomfortable. He looks like he's thinking. Realization coming through, okay? Another realization over here. Where is it that this angel is calling me? Where is it that I'm going with this person? Where is it that I want to be? Okay, because these people seem like all they have to do is to listen to above, because there is some kind of message that's being spread from above, right? And I like how this sits right below the world. These are very kind of similar vibe to me every time I see them. And maybe if you haven't taken any trip that you wanted to take or haven't moved where you want to be moving towards to, right? This is saying that you will be coming up with this idea, where's my next step into 20, because here you're already on a plane, you're already on the way there, okay? Even though you're not sure how this trip will go for you, whatever journey we're talking to, whether it be physical or mental, but you are on it already, okay? And I'm gonna clarify what is the Fool telling us reversed. Okay, so some of you, maybe you are afraid to take a step in 2020, to take a leap of faith, to take a risk of any sorts when it comes to your work. So maybe you don't want to change work, maybe you don't want change in general when it comes to your workplace, but this is saying probably for the best if you did make any changes when it comes to your workplace, because then if you do, then you can get to the King of Pentacles, okay? A lot of work energy here. And then for some of you, maybe you'll be coming closer to the person you want to be with, even if you don't know them yet, but this is going to be the first step towards something. So we've got material first, and then we got emotional abundance afterwards, right? So this is somehow closely connected for you guys into 20, okay? And it seems like whoever this person will be, who's going to be important to you, someone who spreads really good vibes about them. Let's see. Right? So this is the person. Sorry, don't take it romantically only. Always try to keep an open mind when it comes to readings like that. Understand that this is the person I talked about before, right? Look, this is someone who might be somehow helping you out when it comes to you being left out alone or feeling like you are unsupported in some way. This is someone who will be like, I got you, okay? The Empress is someone who has any kind of powers in her hands, and she's very, very sexy. Would it be a man? Would it be a woman? But this is not about only the image that she has, it's about the vibe that she spreads about her, okay? And I think this person will somehow impact your ideas, your career, your finances. There's something about this energy here, and might even help you out in difficult situations. Wow, look how similar these two people are, right? Even color-wise, how they dress. So this is someone, again, I told you tough love, right? Justice, Empress. She's gonna love you, but she's gonna tell you what's right, what's wrong, right? She's gonna tell you if that's something that you shouldn't go for. She's gonna tell you that's BS. I'm dropping the cards. I'm telling you how it is. All right. Even even her hair is very similar, and the crown is very similar to one another's. Okay. So listen to the Empress in 2020. Okay. For some of you, I feel like you are on the way to knowing this person. For some of you might have met this person, I would say something happened 2 months from whenever you're watching this video, okay? And probably it's one step towards this Empress. Look what kind of magical person this is. I mean, come on, the Empress, the Justice, and the Magician, okay? This is someone who has potential to be anyone or anything they ever wanted to be. And this is someone who might turn these cards upright for you, saying, hey, follow me. It's a lot about follow me and trust me, okay? So whoever this person is, there is a lot to learn from them. And I'm paying attention to this sword over here. As I said again, tough love, okay? He's gonna give you that cup of love and teach you things that he knows, magician, right? But then if magician feels like you are using his powers or you are not listening or wasting his energy, he's gonna cut you with that sword. He's gonna be like, nah, nah, nah. Not in the way that he wants to kill you, right? But in the way where he needs to wake you up somehow. Maybe this is vice versa situation, and that's something that you will be doing for someone else, okay? So whoever is vibing with this powerful energy, if you have your all together, okay, already, and you feel like you're at the best stage in your life, this is what's gonna be happening from your side towards someone else, okay? Let's see what else we have in 2020. What's good gonna be happening for you? And we're gonna be using Kipper deck. And I'm gonna let gravity do its work. Advisor, so everything that I was talking about, right? Isn't it? Mentoring, advising. So again, there's a connection to someone. A connection to someone who is a good advisor of some sort. For some of you, I have a feeling that you might be sorting out any formalities in 2020, whatever is left for you to do or whatever you'll come up with, that's going to be important. And then we have rest or illness, because we're asking what's good coming for you. Skip the illness, because as I said before in the very beginning, you will be taking 2020 a little bit from the energy where you are more relaxed, you are more chilled, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna take everything as it comes, okay? And I felt like that card kind of moved a little bit, and I feel like I want to take that one. And of course, work occupation, that's gonna be your main goal, is something that you're gonna be very concentrated on, guys. Pile number one, okay? It seems like you will be building your future step by step and deciding what's that idea, how can I go about it, and you will be communicating with this magician, empress, and justice energy, where this person, they have a very strong energy about them, okay? And I'm paying attention to this person's lips. This person has really nice lips, okay? And because we have Justice and Empress, that is represented by feminine in my deck, right? Well, Empress is always an Empress, but Justice, I would say there is a lot of feminine energy here, okay? And I'm looking at the moon in the clock over here. I would say this is probably someone who has a really good intuition, right? The Empress, she's good in a lot of things. Magician is good in a lot of things, okay? So you have a very powerful person somehow taking care of you in 2020. I would say don't let your ego get in the way if you are someone who used to be an advisor or mentor of some sorts to others, okay? Because I feel like you have very strong energy about you and knowledge. So when this person comes in your life, for some of you, you already know this person, but it seems like I keep seeing those 2 months, 2 to 3 months, something happened lately. So remember that there's going to be a time where you'll have to take a chill pill and take a back seat and let this person lead your life somehow at one point, because it can be difficult if you are someone who always gives advice for someone else, and you want to be the one who is helping people out, it can be difficult and strange when someone else comes in your life and says, hey, I got you. And you're like, but I have myself, like, I'm fine. I don't need your help. But they're like, shut up, I got you, okay? So it's something about this energy here. Let me know if you know this person, pile number 1. Very interesting reading. And I'm going to catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hello people, whoever has chosen pile number 2, this shell over here, I'm gonna be using, if you've skipped the intro, my intuitive deck, and we're gonna be looking at your 2019 and 2020 energies, and we're gonna see how that changes what you bring in from 2019, what you're leaving behind, whatever comes through, and then further on we are going to be using tarot deck, one of these, whichever vibes with your energy. I'm gonna check okay, later on. So let's see, we're gonna start with first 2019, and then we're gonna be looking into 20. Okay, what's up, pile number 2? Sorry, I'm gonna explain these to you in a minute. Okay, and let's see 2020. All right, feel like I wanna do that. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, I'm gonna adjust the camera for you and zoom in a little bit so you can see better. Okay, I'm excited, pile number 2. I'm excited. Let's see bottom of the deck. Alrighty, makes sense. So what we have here, what I see has happened in 2019, guys. Okay, there's gonna be 2 scenarios. Pick the one that makes more sense to you. Okay, so what's happening here is, for pile number 2, there might have been an issue when it comes to your sexual life, right? Sex life. So that's how it splits to 2 parts. So for some of you, you might not have had a regular sex life. For some of others of you, so you see there's a boundary of some sorts when it comes to being intimate in 2019 for some of you guys. So it can be that you have encountered someone who has made you feel like, you know what, I feel like that wasn't a good decision to do things that I have done with this person. When it comes to, it's some kind of an energy like, my intuition was telling me not to go for this person, but I did anyway, and now I'm like, I don't want to maybe be intimate with any other person. It can be emotional intimacy too, guys, okay? I don't want to put you in the box. Now, for some of you, it seems like you didn't get enough. And it seems like for some of you, maybe it has been some time now where you can't get a regular, normal sex life. So what that means, right, is that you probably cannot find the person who's right for you, cannot find someone you can trust. And this is more to do with 2019 energy for you guys, because when we transition to 2020, I do see you leaving shady people behind, or those who do not give you that. You're gonna be learning from your own mistakes, guys. You have learned that already in 2019. Therefore, you're not bringing it in 2020. There is an instance, specifically with one person in 2019, where you are like, you know what, I should have trusted my gut. I should have trusted my intuition, okay? By the way, I really don't like when some people say, trust your instinct. Instinct is to have sex, is to eat. This is your instinct, right? That's what your body needs. Or when something falls, you shake. It's like you react to things. So no, correct those people. That's not right. Trust in your intuition. Trust your gut, okay? That's something that's important for you, especially guys, pile number 2. So This is telling me that you will be leaving that energy behind, and this is not the same person I'm going to be talking about in 2020, because I do see that you have left someone behind, would it be emotionally or physically, in 2019, right? And it's a lot to do with someone crossing your boundaries of some sort, okay? For some of you, it can, I don't know why, I'm getting a similar situation in 2018. So maybe you have finally seen a pattern up to now where things have been happening in the way, okay, I didn't learn from my first lesson, and then you've given another one, and then you are given another one, and now you finally into 20 like, okay, I'm not gonna be naive anymore. I'm not gonna trust that easily because I'm gonna be led by my gut. And you had a person, as I said, in 2019, in 2020, you'll have a similar instance, but you will not make the same mistake because you will be led by your gut feeling. You're like, nah, 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 I've learned this lesson already. I know who feels right for me. I know what kind of people I want to be surrounded by, okay? And I know whom to say yes to and whom to say no to. Not in a bad way, but just simply, I don't feel like you are my vibe. Therefore, I'm sorry, but I might not go to this dinner with you, or I might not go to this get together, okay? Little things, but they will make a big impact in your life, guys, okay? Again, it seems like whoever has any emotional or sexual attachment to someone still, you want to accept it or not. I feel like at the back of your head, for some of you, it might still be there. In 220, you're releasing it completely, okay? Now, there's a lot of energy when it comes to travel in 2020. So whoever have wished to travel more, this is going to be happening in 2020. And I do have a couple of cards talking about that, okay? Travel, 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 leaving things behind and starting fresh. So this card seems like you are starting to put a stamp. You see, it's not that intense. The colors here are not as intense. And in these cards over here, you will be putting a stamp on something, but that stamp is not fully developed yet, okay? So you'll be starting something new, but there's a fresh start to it, okay? Let's see what we have regarding this. Okay, some of you might start working in a spiritual field, whatever it is, guys. This is such a broad field, right? So if you haven't started doing that yet, or if you haven't started thinking about it yet, you might have an idea or an urge in 2020 to connect to that field and to start actually doing something. Maybe now you are looking up, you have so many people to look up to when it comes to spirituality, right? And you might be like, okay, you know what? I think that's something that I want to do. But I think this realization, this idea, this new start when it comes to spirituality, it has a close relationship to travel of some sorts. So if you have an opportunity to travel, or if you always wanted to, I would say start maybe saving. Doesn't have to be a massive, very, very long trip far, far away. Little things, okay, pile number 2, that might give you some kind of a kick when it comes to you, when it comes to you connecting to your own higher self, when it comes to you wanting to do maybe spiritual work. Yeah, and that's gonna be that's not gonna start off very quickly. It's something that will be building for you slowly, okay? And I do see a Gemini here. I don't know why. Not necessarily Gemini as a sign, but someone who has dual personality, someone who is given as an example, right? Someone who is very sweet. Maybe you think that they are naive, maybe you think that they are childlike, but when it comes to conversations, when you actually start talking with this person, then you're like, whoa, where is that coming from? And this, you know what it reminds me of? Justice. It's like, whoa, where is that justice coming from? Okay, so someone who also doesn't show themselves fully to the world because they don't see a necessity to. So whenever they feel like they need to show this other side of themselves, that's only being used in certain situations, okay? This person, this is someone very smart. This person, you know what I'm imagining? So let's say there is a conflict in a pub, right? I don't know why I'm imagining this scenario. There's a conflict in a pub, and you've never seen this person. You have been working with this person for a while, let's say, right? You've never seen this person getting angry or being aggressive in your life, and someone starts a fight with a friend or your co-worker of yours, right? This person, you know that they're very peaceful, they never get involved, but something triggers this person so much, maybe because it's a close friend of theirs, and they see that this person is so like, whoever wants to fight them is just, waste of time, or someone who is not in a high vibration, right? And you see that person, that naive and sweet person, let's say, right, going and kicking the crap out of this other person who had tried to fight a friend of yours, right? And they do it in such a calm way. It's not chaotic, it's very calculated and very balanced and very thought through, right? They do it in such a way that you're like, wow, what the heck did just happen here? And it's someone who is not very much someone who wouldn't make a big deal out of it. They'd be like, business had to be taken care of, okay? Kind of serve them their own karma. It's something about this. So that's what kind of person we have here, okay? Let's take a look with tarot now, and let's dig a little bit deeper, and let's see. And we're gonna have the same spread, 2019 and 2020, and I'm gonna be talking a little bit more about 2020. I'm mixed between two decks, and that's what I'm gonna do. Steampunk for 2019 and Texture Tarot for 2020. I didn't feel it yet. One second, Tarot. There's a lot to say. What's happening? Okay, 2019 first. Let's see what we have here. Hey ho! What did I say? Right? What did I say? Look. 7 of Swords, King of Wands, both reversed, telling me that has happened in the past already. Okay, ouch. So remember when I said that there was an instance of you having to trust your gut regarding one person, and I talked about sexuality, King of Wands, a lot of passion and fire and all of those things, sat right next to 7 of Swords, trickster, cheater card, someone I should have trusted my gut, right? I should have trusted my gut. This is someone who stole something from you. Would it be emotionally? Would it be physically? And I don't like how 7 of Swords sits next to King of Wands, because then this king becomes the player at the best level. Someone who has probably tricked you in some way, or have left you scarred emotionally, or, as I said before, something to do with sexuality, right? And there was an instance where someone was watching someone, so would it be you or this other person, observing one another, being interested, right? I see this Page of Pentacles different from any other deck, okay guys? So this is someone who is a little bit like Page of Swords, who is observing someone else, what they're doing. So in this deck, it's it's Page of Pentacles here. What's up with this person? I'm kind of interested in you, and so I feel like Tarot has just clarified the intuitive deck, right? And all you wanted, guys, it feels like you have a lot of love to give. So make sure that you give that love to right people when it comes to 2020, okay? Because there is one cup that's spilled, you still have the other cup, and make sure you keep a drink for yourself too. Give that love for yourself too, okay? I feel like I keep hearing all I wanted was love when it comes to 2019 experiences, okay? And whatever has happened, it probably haven't fulfilled you in the right way. Let's take a look at 2020. Let's see what we have here. What's gonna be happening in 2020 for pile number 2? Let's see. Okay. Nine of Wands reversed. Strength. Queen of Swords. Seven of Swords reversed. Oh, let's get into this. Bottom of a deck. Queen of Pentacles. I like this energy for you. I want to pull more cards here, guys, okay? I feel like there's something unspoken. Let's see. The Tower reversed and Realization reversed. Okay, guys. So look, what we have here, let me zoom out a bit here. What we have here, this is telling me, oh guys, pile number 1 had a similar instance, a similar situation where it's saying, what's in the past, live in the past. Remember your past experiences. You have 2 Seven of Swords here. Make sure that you learn from your own experience when it comes to someone tricking you in the past somehow, okay? So, oh no, it was, I feel like was it pile number 1? Or did I start talking about it in 2? I'm still not sure, guys. I'm on holiday. My brain doesn't work that well. And then when I looked at the time, it was 16:16 from whenever I started doing pile number 2. So maybe it means something to you guys. Makes sense because 7 and 7, 1 6 and 1 6, right? So that's something that you should pay attention to. Remember to listen to your gut feeling when it comes to encountering people in 2020, because you might have a similar situation where you will need to trust your gut about someone, okay? So remember experience that you have had in 2019 and be like, I feel like I'm gonna pass, and you passing it, okay? Because that's reversed. This is not, I don't take it as this hasn't happened yet. I'm taking it as you passing that, you know, you're not going that way. And now we're starting with Nine of Wands reversed. What this is telling me that whatever struggles you you have had in 2020, okay, this is telling me that your struggles will be coming to an end. Because I always see this Nine of Wands as someone who has so much stamina and they go in life and they're like, I'm not gonna give up. Doesn't matter if I'm gonna lose my leg, if I'm gonna lose my arm, doesn't matter how many scars I'll gain from that. I'm not gonna give up. In 2020, you will be ending this 9, nearly 10, right? Ending the struggle of having to have so much stamina to go forward, because you will be strength already. So life will be easier when it comes to difficult things for you in 2020. Don't get me wrong, it's not because of not enough tests in life coming towards you. I'm not saying that there's going to be a lot of tests. Listen, it's about you becoming much stronger in 2020 because of years past, okay? So you will be becoming a different self, I can tell you, pile number 2. You'll be like, seen it, been there, done that. You know what? You're not going to surprise me with things. I know that I'm standing in my own power, Queen of Swords, right? And I'm just gonna watch people. Let me focus. I'm just gonna watch people talk BS or do whatever. And I'm not gonna intervene. I'm just gonna enjoy. It seems like she needs popcorn and she's like, yeah, tell me things. Yeah, I know how this is gonna end up. It's like, you know everything, file number 2 in 2020. It's like you will be so sure about yourself. Again, this queen for me reminds me of Meryl Streep in the movie Devil Wears Prada, right? For me, this is that kind of energy. So if you've seen that movie, probably a lot of you have, that's what kind of energy you'll be stepping into. And I really like this. You're like, done with this, done with this, done with that crap. I'm stepping into a new power. And I don't see these cards here. as something that's going to be coming towards you. For me, when I tune into pile number 2, this is saying, I'm avoiding this, I'm avoiding that. There's a lot of like, nope, nope, nope. You've seen that gif, I think there was a gif on Facebook where there's a little kitten playing with its paws, saying like, no for bullshit, no for this, no for that, no thank you, you know. So that's what's happening for you guys. Maybe you've seen it recently, I don't know, but it's like you are avoiding the stuff that's unnecessary for you, because you're like, all I need is 2 cards, these cards, Strength and Queen of Swords, and everything else is reversed apart from the Queen of Pentacles, right? So you're standing in this power where you're like, I'm so sure of myself, and I'm so sure what it is that my craft is, okay? And again, that craft is something that I've talked about before, and this is something that might start bringing you money. Let's take a look at this, actually. I feel like I want to use Kipper, and I'm going to use the textured deck again. Let's see. Let's let gravity do its work. Rest or illness. Makes sense, right? Because of this card, like, I'm gonna be resting now. And then unexpected rewards. Very nice. Very nice. So whatever you've been working on, I feel like you will be working on in 2020, that's gonna be rewarded for you, okay? And then we have partnership reversed. So this is saying to me that this partnership has happened in the past already, so you might know this person, or for some of you, this is going to be happening in the future. Let's see. I talked about that person, right, before from the intuitive deck. Let's tune in. Whom are you partnering up here? And you know what wanted to flip? Page of Cups. So someone who's very loving. I feel like I'm gonna take this card over here. Woo, woo. Sun. Okay. Nice. And let's take one more. And Queen of Cups. Told you someone very loving, okay? So this is someone, I'm paying attention to their hair. So they probably have voluminous hair or nice hair, something about their hair that you might like. It might be I don't know why, but it might be a water sign, might be a Leo here with a sun card. This is saying, this is someone who will teach you how to chill the F down. I'm sorry, guys, but that's what's coming through. And it's very mysterious. I keep hearing mystic of some sorts. There is a lot of water energy here. Maybe that water means something to you or to this person. The water is crystal clear here. What this is telling me that this is someone who will somehow make you see clearly. And this is someone who is probably going to show you how to embrace your inner child. Roller coasters are connected to this person somehow, maybe to you. I'm not sure, just throwing signs out for you here. Someone who's into spirituality and probably meditation somehow. And that is the person I talked about when we talked about guys, honestly, I don't know when did this pop out. I didn't even notice. And that's the partnership, right? And it came reversed the same like partnerships. So there's a collaboration happening of some sorts. Let's see. What is this person going to bring you? What is this person going to bring you? 7 of Cups. Again, see how much water energy, underwater, everything here. Nice. What else we have? 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Wow. And the 5 of Wands. See, someone who will trigger some kind of powers that you have in you. Again, I told you there is some kind of connection with spirituality here. Maybe you will look up to someone, but this is more like not looking up to them, but more like communicating with them one-to-one, okay? Partnership. partnership, right? And it's talking about finances and your emotional stability too. This seems like this person will say, pick a card. Pick a card, which one you want. Are you willing to let this tower crumble and fall down in order to start building this? It's a lot to do with heritage here. Do you want to leave legacy after you guys, pile number 2? Some sorts. Whatever that legacy is for you, this is closely connected to your powers that you hold, okay? Some of you hold it in your hand, some of you hold it in your third eye, some of you hold it, it's something about you having a specific power to you that you might need to find in 2020. And whatever that power is, it's going to help you build your home or build your legacy or leave the legacy behind you. I don't know what is exactly that you want, guys, pile number 2, but this is saying whatever it is, it's gonna come unexpectedly. I don't know why I'm feeling that. Unexpectedly. Well, because we have rewards here, right? Just saw it. But when looking at 7 of Cups, I feel like this is gonna be unexpected. You're like, I don't know what to do with this. Like, what do you want me to do with this? Do I leave this Tower of Cards to stay, or do I pull one card and knock it down? I don't know how to go about this. And this is and what's going to be happening is going to be like, hey, look, answer is here in order to find this and to find that. And that, whoever knows tarot, is talking about your financial abundance level 1000, right? I always see this card like that. So for pile number 2, shedding of ego is coming through here quite a lot. This is saying that whatever it is that you will be doing or collaborating with other people, you probably don't see that way just yet. But the ego is the only thing that's in your way to success. Ego, 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 guys. And I know there are a lot of things to ego, right? So think, is that ego that you maybe don't want to do something that, because this is to do a lot of with spirituality, right? You want it or not, guys, pile number 2. Can I let go of something that is accepted by society, or that it is thought of as norm? Or can I tell people around me that I'm doing something that is maybe not accepted? It's about something about being accepted, pile number 2. And you're gonna have to shed all of this, leave it behind. See how many cards you have to leave behind in order to step into this. And the moment you shed the ego and say, you know what, I'm gonna trust my path, is the time when you will be stepping into your power. I feel like for you, I've been talking for ages, haven't I? It's been 27 minutes, 55 seconds. I want to see what kind of energy you're stepping into, pile number 2. What do we have here? What do we have here? Take a break. Life's work, not a season. Get off treadmill. So this is telling me, ooh, so that's when we're coming back to the intuitive deck, aren't we? Something about you taking a trip of some sorts, or going or traveling somewhere, but this is to do with a holy place of some sorts, a place that has a lot of heritage to it and history to it. And look, there is water over there too. It seems like she is inhaling everything, the culture, the vibe, the energy this place holds. So if you've been drawn to taking a trip of some sorts that has a vibe to it, a bit mystical, a bit, let's say a lot of things happened over there. And that's how you'll start this new beginning for yourself. Wow, okay. Last one, and I promise I'll stop talking. Let's see. And we've got a mirror, and it says who or what is triggering you, and that's all about ego, right? So you have to face your own self, what's not working for you, and actually accept it. It sucks, it's difficult, you don't want to see sometimes, and you don't want to accept things, but you'll be stepping into that, okay? And there's a lot of water energy here for pile number 2. So follow your moon in 2020, step into that power. And if you've been drawn to doing something when it comes to spirituality, I would say try to uncover what it is for you. Try to discover it. I keep hearing discovery of some sort of a power in 2020, and understanding that whatever has happened in the past for you guys, remember, I keep hearing that wasn't your fault. That was not your fault. 2019, whatever has happened, for some of you in 2018, okay, that wasn't your fault. That was put on your track for a purpose, because now you wouldn't be a person you are without those troubles. And it's closely connected to betrayal of some sorts, or to trickstery, or to cheating, maybe, whatever it is for you guys, okay? So I hope this has helped out. Let me know if it did, and I'm gonna catch you next time. Bye for now. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 3, this shell over here. Let's take a look at how this transition will be for you. So we're gonna be using the intuitive deck. Whoever is new here, I read from abstract, and we're gonna be looking at 2019 and then 2020, and see how these two energies will come together. What's there that's going to be changing, what you will be taking from 2019. But this reading, I want to concentrate more on your own self, more on maybe one main event that's going to be that's something that you need to hear about, or you need advice on. It's not an overall, it's more or less whatever you need to hear today, okay? So let's shuffle the intuitive, and let's get into the energy of 2019. And then we're gonna be looking at 2020. So let's see. And I'm also sorry in advance for the background noise, because I'm back home now, and you know, family, someone is cooking, someone is watching TV, you know how it goes. Okay, let's take a look at 2020. Okay, feel like it's ready. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I don't know. For those only who resonate with that, okay? I keep hearing my little one. So you might have a little one, or if you don't, that might be maybe family's little one, someone's little one. What I'm seeing here, it's something to do with a younger person. And I really, whoever that little person is, it seems like you started caring about someone more than you have had before. If you haven't just yet, that's in 2020. Now, when I look at 2019, guys, for you, it seems like it was like, I don't know, I keep hearing it was a meh, you know? Maybe it was a difficult year for you. I do see that things were not moving the way you wanted to move. So everything it wasn't white, it wasn't black, it was just gray. And that's what I'm seeing here. There was some kind of a travel plan, or some kind of plan to go somewhere, and maybe it didn't go the way you wanted it to go. It's, I don't know why. Sorry, guys, for pile number 3. I'm hearing disappointment when it comes to 2019. But you're leaving this behind you anyway, you guys. It's also something to do with maybe you have been waiting for a message or information and you didn't get it. Maybe you were promised something, but you didn't get it. And it's closely related to maybe a person you are waiting to hear from, or from a workplace, okay? So it's something to do with that, where you are like, I feel like I kept being told that something's gonna happen, and it didn't happen for me. And You know why? Because when I take a look at this card over here, it says to me because you had to. Oh, and I read a quote today. And it said, a root of suffering is attachment. And that is why, guys. So maybe some of you didn't get something because you were so onto it, or you wanted it so badly. So what universe does, universe is like, no, all you need is you. All you need is your own power, your own love, your own fulfillment. And maybe because you were so hopeful that this person or this situation will save you some way, universe didn't give it to you because you're like, are you asking about them too often, or you are expecting this thing to sort your life out. No, you are the one who can sort your life out yourself. And that's what you're gonna be learning into 20. You will be leaving that behind, and you will be like, okay, world, okay, universe, okay, God, whoever you believe in, right? Teach me better. And it's a lot to do with, maybe some of you are starting to learn something. I keep hearing uni, or maybe some kind of a course you will be taking, some kind of a lesson. I'm feeling education or learning something. I see you reading things, pile number 3, when it comes to 2020. Let me see. You will have your arms, your heart open to new experiences in 2020. And I'm super excited for you because out of all 3 piles, you will make the biggest difference when it comes to your own self. You are zeroing yourself. So maybe some of you are interested in how to do this, how to zero oneself, how to create this heaven within you, right? That's what yogis teach. Maybe that's something you would want to take interest in. Not only yogis, guys, throughout the world. When it comes to these masters, any kind of masters, would it be a master of, so let's say yogi master, right? Spiritual master of any sort, would it be someone who would be teaching you? I was watching this one guy actually. So I was talking to my friend about how a lot of masters in their own craft have the same clue, the same key moment, the same core value, right? And I was watching this one guy, I can't remember the name of his channel, but he was talking about the way that samurais think before the battle, right? And it's a lot to do. And if you will take a look at different masters, right, different crafts, especially when it comes to East culture, they all have the same core value, and they just name it differently. Everyone is seeking to zero oneself. And it's not about attacking the opponent, it's about reacting to what's happening around you, right? And the moment you zero yourself, the moment you become in tune with yourself, right? You are just in a moment, you are reacting to things that are happening right now to you. Nothing that's gonna happen in the future, nothing that has happened in the past that you maybe have lost something, lost your battles, whatever. You are just reacting to things that are happening to you right now. Is the moment when you become master of your own self, master of whatever it's you're doing. I don't know why I'm digging that deep for pile number 3. Maybe you need to start getting into this. Maybe you need to start understanding how to zero oneself and how to really create heaven in yourself, because you need to tame your own chaos, pile number 3. And not because you have so much of it, but because you are someone who is very close to doing so. You have this understanding how to do that. You know, for some people, you tell them something and it doesn't make sense to them because they are not on that higher understanding, higher vibration just yet. It's gonna take them a while until they're gonna get you what you mean by that, okay? And I think you are someone who will be becoming a student of some sorts when it comes to 220, but student that has a higher purpose. Whew. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, you're releasing everything, all the attachments. So that's your quote. Root of suffering is attachment. You are so releasing this, guys, and you are becoming someone completely new. I feel like if people met you at the end of 2020, they'd be like, who are you? You are a different person. You are so zen. You are so within yourself. You're thinking, the way you think is different. Yeah. This is my highest. Whew. I don't even know, I have so many names for this card. This is when someone is so in tune with oneself that nothing else matters, okay? And I think in 220, that's what you're gonna be aiming for. You will be like, whatever was happening in the past, probably, it wasn't, it wasn't that terribly bad, but it wasn't giving me that potential that I need, or I wasn't in my potential because I have so much to share and so much to give. Let's see with tarot. We're gonna do the same spread, 2019 to 20, but I'm gonna be talking more about 2020 for you guys. And I think which decks do I want to use? Okay, for 219 I want to use the zombie deck, and we'll see which one we want to use for 220. So that's for 219. Give me the energies of 219. Okay, let's see what we have here. Queen of Wands, Five of Swords, Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, right? Was a bit of a battle. It's like you had to stand your ground. I feel like I want one more. Some of you might have had in 2019 health issues, and you have successfully dealt with it. For some of you, there is still a bit to go, and you will be out of it, okay? Any kind of health issues, would it be mental? Remember, that's important too. Would it be physical? And something happened on the 7th month for you guys, probably in 2019. It might be during July. It might, in general, be summertime here, okay? Something has happened, and it feels like, for you especially, guys, you are fighting others not as much as yourself. What I mean by fighting others, I mean by standing your ground, saying no to people, saying F off in your head, maybe very often, where you're like, you know what, get out of my way. Give me that gun, okay? This is my gun. I was fighting for it for too long. I got injured. This is my gun now, right? And then, don't touch my guts. I'm just gonna speak zombie language. Don't touch my guts, okay? Don't get into my business so much, because I'm gonna cut you all. So it's something about you having to stand your ground, but in a way where you're like, can everyone leave me alone? Can everyone leave me alone? Because this is maybe for a lot of you why you have been suffering mentally, or you've been suffering, you have had some kind of illnesses. Maybe it's coming from stress, from work. It's something about that, guys, where 2019 was so meh for you, where you're like, I don't want to look back. I'm not going to look back, okay? Let's take a look at 2020. And I'm going to be using, actually, 2 decks. I don't know why I felt that, but let's go. What 2020 has for you? What 2020 has for you? Okay, walking away from that, right? I'm gonna pull 2 cards from this deck, and I want to pull from other deck afterwards. The Empress. Nice. And I'm being drawn to Texture Tarot. Let's do this. Okay, so let's see what Texture Tarot has to tell us. The Devil, 6 of Pentacles reversed, 5 of Pentacles, and I want to look at the bottom of the deck is the Fool. Okay. For pile number 3, when I looked at the time, it was 14:14 from whenever pile number 3 started. For you guys, it seems like life in general was a bit of a ride for you, wasn't it? And in 2020, it seems like you will be getting a grasp of how do you tame your demons. How do you make your demons work for you rather than against you? And it's something about these people throughout your life who were opposing energies to yours. They have taught you something very important. I think, I don't know why, it keeps ringing in my head. Some of you might have been told in the far past that you're not good enough, or you're not pretty enough, or you are just, as a child, I'm saying, right? Or maybe for some of you, you kept saying that to yourself. And it's something about 2020 where you will be, see you shielding yourself. You will be shielding yourself from others' opinions and from your own even, okay? Because this Empress here, she is celebrating her power, but she also holds a shield that she is like, you know what? I am untouchable now. Do whatever you want. And it's a lot to do with when it comes to 220. Unfortunately, things will have to be left aside, and people don't like to hear that, but this is the only way forward, okay? So if you feel like in 2020 it feels like whoever, I kind of want to clarify this, it's not only about this changing this mindset where I don't have enough. It goes much deeper than that for pile number 3. It's something about maybe I have been told that I'm not enough, and you will be releasing that. You see 5 of Pens reversed. So if you have ever picked from any of my readings where I said something about leaving the victim mentality, that's something that you will be doing, guys. So I think some of you have chosen piles before, because especially in the past month, I think that was coming through. Victim mentality. And I think you'll be finally realizing why and how this victim mentality hasn't served you up till now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you see? So we have 10 of Pentacles. This is telling me that whatever you don't have enough of in 2020, it's going to be better. But it's not going to be, when I say better, it's not going to be miracles, you know, things falling from the sky for you. This is you creating that for yourself. So that's something that's possible. If you didn't have enough of an equal give and take, guys, this is going to be shifting for you, where you maybe will decide that those people have been toxic for you all along, and you'll be like, you know what, I'm not gonna be given as much, I'm not gonna be wasting my time. But it's more to do with, for you guys, especially for pile number 3, getting out of that victim mentality in 2020 and creating a new future for yourself. As I said in previous piles, in my previous reading, someone is giving too much BS to one's head. This 2 of Cups is a different card than, I read it differently from any other deck, okay? So that's something that you will be using, that, as I say, mindfuck. You know, would it be your own self doing that for yourself, or would it be someone else's? You'll be using that for your own advantage. What is it that you'll be aiming for in 220? Let's see. 2 of Swords reversed. The Empress, second time in the same reading. The Justice reversed. 10 of Cups. Ace of Swords. Ace of Wands. 2 potentially new great ideas or beginnings for you guys. And that Empress here is someone who might be influential, because I don't feel that Empress, the same Empress here. It's a different Empress, okay? Especially in this deck. This is someone who is abundant, but not abundant in a material realm. She is abundant within herself, okay? She is very content. She is very fertile. She is very majestic. And look, right below it, we have the Ace of Swords. And this is telling me that look out for ideas or understandings when it comes from someone who stands their ground, who's very just like, they are somehow not only beautiful or handsome, but they don't have to, it's like they don't even try, but they somehow influence other people's lives, okay? It's something about that here. And for you guys, in 220, you will be forgiven the justice system. Something about that here. You will be forgiven. So you have been clinging on to something that has happened maybe in the court for some of you, maybe some kind of formal dealings with maybe your ex-partners or whatever it is. You will be forgiveness is a big thing for pile number 3. You will be forgiven, and the moment you have forgiven the past is the moment when you will be creating a beautiful tomorrow for yourself, and it's probably going to bring 2 people together, okay? Even if you are in partnership, it's somehow gonna be bringing you 2 guys closer together, okay? And now we have 2 new beginnings over here. Let's take a look at what that is talking about. I'm gonna use the Kipper deck. So one of them is something that you're very passionate about, and I don't know why. I keep hearing New Year's, so maybe something has happened during New Year's that's very important to you, or will happen during New Year, okay? Sparkles are coming through here, and it's something about New Year's here. Let's see what are these ideas about. Rest or illness. You'll understand why maybe some of you have been given some kind of illnesses. You'll be like, okay, now it makes sense. Now I know how much energy I can allow myself to take in and how much I shouldn't, because it does affect my health. Health is very important for pile number 3. Your body is teaching you how to be in life, how to navigate from life, how not to be affected by others and situations, because that's something that has to be approached from a different perception, okay? So if you are taking something, especially when it comes to work or people that you are trying to prove something to, this is saying the more you care, or the more you give too much of yourself, or the more you allow to be stepped on your head, is the more it's going to reflect on your body, on your mental health, and also on your physical health too. So for pile number 3, look back. When was the last time you were sick, and how difficult the sickness was, and what was happening prior that, okay? That might make sense for you, pile number 3. Let's take a look at these beginnings. Living room. Well, every time I see this living room, I'm like, oh, give me some time over there to research, to read those books, and to get as much knowledge as I can, so that I can share that with the world. And that's really good, because Ace of Swords is right above it. It's saying you're going to be sharing your knowledge of some sorts somehow. Young man is going to be influential in this situation. Let's take a look at who that is and what they're gonna... So we have two people already, right? We have the Empress energy, who's gonna be influential, and we've got the young man. So somehow the Empress might be connected to a young man, or young man might be connected to the Empress. I see distance between two people, and that distance might be coming to an end, because Eight of Wands, I see, people texting from one place to another. Maybe they are far away, and that's gonna be coming to an end for pile number 3. I feel third deck, third Empress. So the Empress is the main character in 2020 for you. Seek to be your own Empress, guys, as well, okay? Take inspiration from other Empresses or Emperors and strive to be your own. Because that's something that you will be trying to do. Yeah. And 9 of Cups reversed. So for pile number 3, I feel like I'm talking to 5 different people throughout this whole reading. There are a lot of energies coming through. I can't quite catch only one or talk about only one scenario. You see, there are different people coming in here. There are different energies together, but the most important one for all of you is strive to be your own emperor or empress, and also pay attention to those who already are standing in their own power. This is something, again, pile number 3, it's something about learning experience, right? Books over here. Take any learning experience that is going to be on your way, because it seems like this guy, I always see this guy as someone who has just started internship of some sorts, right? It seems like someone has called him from the room and he just went down those stairs and he's like, how can I help you? It's something about this energy here, okay? And maybe number 4 or number 3 means something to you, especially number 3 for a lot of you. I would say strive for your own happiness, pile number 3 in 220. That's something that you're gonna be doing. You will be trying to do things that matter to your soul, but remember, learn how to tame your own demons, and also learn how to recognize other demons as well. And I don't know why, what I'm hearing is keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. It's something about that here, pile number 3, okay? Keep an eye on people who seem suspicious for you, because it seems like you will be able to trick those who think that they are the smartest. You guys, pile number 3, you will be outsmarting a lot of people, and you will be someone who maybe serves people karma of some sort, okay? I don't know why I'm getting this. I'm sorry, pile number 3. This was a little bit of a messed up reading, because I feel like I'm talking to 5 different people who have gone through 5 different things, that will be going through different things in the future. But I would say, whatever it is, pile number 3, try to understand where it is that you're going, okay? Do you want to go towards somewhere, or there is a different path for you? I always say, approach life like a child, right? Like a fool. Do things that you've been drawn to first, and then you're gonna find out what's waiting for you there. For pile number 3, I feel like there was an instance in the past where you haven't taken the right way. It seems like you have to find your way back to your path, because maybe you have been distracted by other people so much that they have taken you off track. And in pile number 3, in 220, you will be finding your way back to where that track was left, okay? It seems like pile number 3, you need to learn how to listen to only yourself, and how to strive for a better tomorrow by Do not pay attention to what other people have to say. Please don't. And I think you have learned that already, because there was some kind of mental or physical damage done for you because of exterior sources, right? Yeah. And as I'm speaking, I can't speak today, guys. I'm sorry. 10 of Wands, right? You have been handling not only your burdens but someone else's. And in 220, that has to go. That has to go. In 220, you have to stand in the power where you're like, you know what? I'm abundant. I'm gonna be. You see, meditation is coming through here again. It's something about you calming your mind down, okay? Calm the F down, tame your demons, understand where others' demons lie, and keep an eye on things, not in a way where you have to become paranoid, in a clever way. It's something about the battles for you guys. I keep seeing battleships, and I keep seeing things that you had to go through. Maybe in the past life you were someone who was fighting for your own ground, for the flag, right? Or for whatever it is. And maybe you've taken some of those things in this life. But in this life, you have to approach things from a different perspective. Put your sword down and understand that you don't need a sword to win in life. What you need to have is not a weapon. Use your mind as the weapon, because your mind is the most powerful weapon. Okay, so I don't know why I said that, but I think for some of you that might make sense. So thank you very much for coming back, pile number 3. If you are new, nice to see you, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Bye for now.